So first things first, let's all start off by, laughing together. I put out a tweet for the record. I thought it was actually hysterical. I'm not mad at this football team. I'm just disappointed. But, another day, another bad football game. Another week, another piss poor effort by the New Orleans Saints. And unfortunately, another day and another few hours that Dennis Allen still has a job for some reason. But here we are. You are now in the midst of a 6-game losing streak, and that has not happened. Fun fact, the Saints started this season making history in those first 2 games. How good the offense was and how good the defense was. It was historic. Fun fact, the New Orleans Saints, since then, have not won a football game, and they have not lost 6 games in a row since 2005. So that's pretty wild. I'm just going to say it. When you are now statistically, like you are literally ranked the second to last team in the NFC. The Giants at 2-5 are ahead of you, technically. The only team behind you is the Panthers. So this is where we're at. This is what this is what we do. And I will say this when it comes to this piss poor football team. My biggest fear is that Derek Carr gets healthy and that we rattle off like 6-7 more wins. Terrifies me. The last thing I want to see happen is the New Orleans Saints. The last thing I want to see is the New Orleans Saints get 8 wins again. It's just they don't deserve it. They don't deserve to have wins. They don't deserve to keep this moving. This team needs to be absolutely redone. And by redone, I mean the coaching staff. And quite honestly, the general management as well. When you guys, you were 2 for 16 on 3rd down. You were 2 for 16. You had 7 penalties. The hell are we doing here? A lot of people are going to blame Rattler. A lot of people are going to blame Kamara. I don't know why. You're probably not. But, a lot of people are going to have blame for the losses. But when it comes to the New Orleans Saints, I think the only person you really can blame is Dennis Allen. And it's not like firing Dennis Allen right now makes that much of a difference. It doesn't. I think what they need to do, I think the best thing for them to do is save face. Just keep doing what they're doing. No, dude. Oh, my God, this is perfect. Keep doing the Dennis Allen thing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep losing football games, and then get rid of him and blast him to his ass to the moon when it comes off-season time. Now, a couple of things coming in during this post-game show that was filmed live as a live reaction after our, 5-hour watch party, 4.5, 5-hour watch party. It's ridiculous. We're having a crazy day. Penalties hurt us from Dennis Allen. Great analysis there. Frustrating game because I thought we were improved defensively. I thought we did some better things defensively. No, not at all. Not even close. We'll go back, get to work, hopefully get a couple more guys back, and hopefully start playing some better football. Yeah, no. Go ahead and just send his ass to the moon. I'm reading this live. I'm reading this as it comes in. Ridiculous. That is atrocious. This is the textbook definition of we got to look further than the results. Well, the results right now have you at 2-6, have one of the most, if not the most, injured team in the league. And, things just keep getting worse. Going to go through all the injuries here in just a second, so be sure to stick around. Really quick, I want to tell you guys about Prize Picks, today's presenting sponsor. When you play $50, or when you play $5, you actually get $50 guaranteed. And in today's economy, with this football team, you're telling me you can get guaranteed something that's good? I don't know how you could not want to take advantage of that. So download the Prize Picks app, use code CLNS, and you'll actually get a $50 bonus when you play $5. Like I said, you don't even need to win to get the you don't even need to win to get the bonus. It's guaranteed. So these were the projections I went with for today's game. J.K. Dobbins found the end zone. Chris Olave did get more than 4.5 receptions. It took forever, but he got there. And Taysom Hill did not find the end zone once. No player on the Saints roster found the end zone once. I thought this was going to be a better game. I thought I was going to win some money, but unfortunately, I did not. So if you want to fade my picks next time, if you want to tail my picks, like what I can recommend doing right now is whoever the New Orleans Saints are playing against, take the more or an anytime score on that running back, pick a wide receiver that hasn't had a good game, and pick the more on his, and then pick a Saints player and just anything and go less. Because this team is not good. But, hey, that doesn't mean you can't make money. So download the Prize Picks app today. It's daily fantasy sports. It's the best daily fantasy sports app in the whole wide world. Use promo code CLNS. You'll get $50 instantly when you play $5. Download Prize Picks today. What time is it? Or not Prize. What time is it? It's time to keep talking about this football team. But run your game. Shout out to Prize Picks. All right, so I know we're going through the offensive stats right here. Guys, this team just not good. Really quick, the offense was bad, but I also want to go through some injury news. We've kind of already talked about the stats here. Kendre Miller, he was ruled out at one point with a hamstring injury. He actually had a pretty good day before the injury, and unfortunately, the Saints were not able to give him the ball more often, which was, so stupid. I mean, it feels like every time he touches the ball, he does something good. He had a 40-yard kick return. Like, he's a good player. He's a really good player. He just has to stay on the field, and he has to stay healthy. In terms of the stats for Kendre Miller, 3 carries, 16 yards. Didn't really do much in the receiving game. But, hey, he was a player that when he answered the call, or when he got the call, he answered it. 10 yards was the long for him. And then, like I said, 1 kick return, 41 yards. Really, really good stuff from him. Now, Alvin Kamara was not very productive today. 6.7 yards per carry. It's pretty good, I will say. That's really, really good. He had a really nice day as a receiving back, though. A beautiful screen pass for the record. A 37-yard screen pass that he took. Obviously not for a touchdown, but it was good in that regard. Like 11 total targets. You could tell that the hand issue and the broken hand was a problem because he was dropping balls that he wouldn't necessarily drop. It's just frustrating, man. Injuries are the definition of this team. Marshon Lattimore, he also was ruled out due to a hamstring injury. Rico Payton at one point in time got hurt. Juwan Johnson and Chris Olave both evaluated for concussions. Chris Olave got hurt very early in the game. He did come back. Juwan Johnson hurt at the end of the game, so we're having to wait to see what happens here. Bub Means was carted off. TBD on the injury here. Update on Kendre Miller. The hamstring injury for him is the opposite leg that he injured during training camp. So now he used to have 1 leg that worked. Now he has 0 legs that work. Yeah, I mean, this team, I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. But this is why you subscribe, because good, bad, or ugly, we're still going to be here. We're still going to be here. We're still going to give you guys updates. We're still going to keep you informed. And at the end of the day, this is one of those things where, you know what? Just because the team's bad doesn't mean that the content has to be bad. We're going to go through head coach replacements. We're going to go through all sorts of different discussion topics like trade candidates, GM candidates. I mean, shoot, man, there's nothing off limits. Right now, the New Orleans Saints have a top 5 pick, so draft content, we'll start ramping up that as well, just so you can kind of get an idea of what to expect when it comes to April. It's not ideal. We're not ideal. So be sure to subscribe and lock us in for more Saints videos. And listen to this stat. This is disgusting here. The New Orleans Saints have lost 6+ games in a row 9 times over the course of their history. 3 of those were in the first 4 seasons of the team. Happens with growing pains. It be like that. The other 6 times all resulted in a new head coach the following season. So, if your name is Dennis Allen, then that means you, my friend, might want to update your LinkedIn profile. You might want to update your Indeed profile. I'm just kind of over it, man. This team's bad. I'm not going to turn this into a fire Dennis Allen rant because it doesn't do anything. It doesn't. Like, fire him, get him out of here. Let's move on. But I'm also okay with keeping him around because if we keep losing, we get a top 3 pick. Travis Hunter, Cam Ward. For the love of God, the most Saints thing ever would be to draft Shedeur Sanders. I do not want that. I mean, you can go get Will Campbell. You can get Travis Hunter. If you wanted to, you could get Ashton Jinty. I was all for Ashton Jinty. He said that his favorite player is Alvin Kamara. But, man, it doesn't. Dennis Allen says he doesn't feel any more sense of having to have conversations with Mickey Loomis. He said that he has conversations every day with him. Yeah, well, not enough. Not the conversations he should be having. Update on Bub Means. Dennis Allen says Bub Means has an ankle injury. We're unsure of how serious it is right now. He was dealing with a hand injury prior to that, for those of you who did not know. All right, last question I have to ask. What's your confidence level in Dennis Allen? If anybody puts, like, more than a 1, I got it. You got to tell me why. You got to tell me why. This is just super insightful from Allen. We need to play better football. I think we all understand that. Really, and wow. I can't. Did Dennis Allen think of that one all by himself? Did he think of that all by himself? Because goodness gracious. All right, guys. I post all my thoughts on social media. I'm very active when it comes to posting on social media. I didn't really get to talk much about Jake Haener and Spencer Rattler, so really quick, I just give some thoughts there. Jake Haener, so Spencer Rattler was benched. He was not sat because of an injury reason. Jake Haener came in and played. Wasn't great. Wasn't bad. A lot of sacks. Both players today got sacked 3 times for Spencer Rattler, 2 times for Jake Haener, both 16 yards, a total of 5 sacks for 32 yards. The New Orleans Saints logged 3 sacks today, so I guess that's cool, but there was also it felt like 10 almost sacks. I swear to God, this team might lead the league in almost sacks, if that's a stat. Look, I've supported Spencer Rattler in the past. I've supported Jake Haener in the past. I've been on record saying I want Spencer Rattler to play more than Jake Haener. I'm going to be honest. I don't want either of them playing. I want Derek Carr back on the field. But then and then I go back to the bullshit of, well, if we put him on the field and then we start winning games and then we have 8 wins and then you have a terrible draft pick and you're in purgatory, you don't make the playoffs. So honestly, screw it, man. Put frickin' I don't know. Put Tilly's Fuaga at the quarterback. Put Taysom Hill. I don't care, man. Just I don't care. I'm literally at a point where I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to think. I don't even know what to say. It's going to be really fun when this team is not ran by Dennis Allen. But Saints fans, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys. I know this is not how we wanted this season to go whatsoever. I'm still going to be busting my ass every single day, giving you coverage, giving you content, talking about this team every day as long as I possibly can. Listen to this. Dennis Allen just deflected questions about his job status in the midst of a 6-game losing streak, but did add, we all know that it's a results-oriented business and we have to play better football. All right. I'm going to go ahead and sign off before I just keep getting upset. So, Who Dat Nation, thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time.